Hey guys, Al here, Vitalize Seed. Wanted to go over a popular topic, or at least something that we've talked about in the past. It's called the Rhizophagy cycle. Give credit to Dr. James White, and I believe it was his team at Rutgers University that helped to define this cycle. And you hear the term cycle. So what that means is we're talking about microbes entering the root tip. So above my head here is a root. The red lines are showing the way in which the microbes move into and then out of the root. Essentially what happens is those microbes are charged, as far as this diagram refers to it as, with nutrients from the soil profile. So they've gone out, they've solubilized nutrients, they're taking them back to the root and actually into the root. So the plant is consuming the microbes. They use a complex process where they essentially are stripping the cell wall off of the microbe, and then the microbe is either consumed or it re-exits the plant root, actually can go through another process that the cell wall is then redeveloped and goes back into the soil to get more nutrients based on communications from that plant. Super in-depth, super interesting, very, very, very cool. On a high level, what this tells us though is as we work to build soils and soil communications, we are able to take advantage and build up our microorganism populations in the soil and their communications with the plants that are growing in those soils, which further tells us that we're able to then take advantage of a lot of nutrients that might be in our soils but are bound up. They may not even show up, like phosphorus, for example, might not even show up on a standard soil test in the actual amount that's available. Right? So it might show up in a Malic 3 at X number of parts per million, but we might have a lot more access to phosphorus there, especially when you have highly diverse microbial systems and fungal systems that are communicating with your plants as defined here by Dr. James White's Rhizophagy cycle. So it helps to also, the nutrients that the microbes are bringing back tend to be a lot less stressful for plant absorption and plant assimilation to plant protein than, say, a synthetic force-fed nitrate. Not against synthetic fertilizer, but if we can reduce our dependence on it and focus on biology over time, there's a lot to be learned about that. And I think there's a lot that we can do to increase our plant's health by increasing Brix levels, reducing the stress from the plant, and increasing that focus on microbiology within the soil profile. So if you're interested in this, guys, check it out, Rhizophagy cycle, vitalizeseed.com. Thank you so much for tuning in.